John, this one's frustrating because it feels like you're doing everything right. You rinse the glasses first, you run the cycle, and they come out looking worse: cloudy, dull, streaked. It seems like a detergent issue or maybe hard water. But what if the real problem is the rinse?
So look, that's exactly the problem, right? The reason why your glasses are cloudy isn't because you skipped a rinse. It's actually because you didn't. When you pre-rinse your glassware, you're removing the very thing the dishwasher is designed to target. That's going to force your system to behave very differently than it's supposed to. And in this case with the glass, it completely backfires. What you're seeing isn't poor cleaning in this instance. It's really a chemical overreaction, and it's caused by rinsing off the mess before the machine ever even gets to see it. What nobody tells you is that these modern detergents, they're not passive cleaners like the ones of old. They're actually chemically aggressive by design. They're loaded with things like enzymes and builders and alkalinity boosters, and they're meant to attack things like proteins and starches and grease. But those agents need something to react with. So when you strip the glass bare before that cycle starts, the detergent just doesn't sit idly by, right? It looks for anything that it can act on. And what's left here in this case is the glass itself. The surface is really starting to break down because that alkaline pH softens the silicate structure. That's where that cloudiness comes from. It's not poor washing. It's actually this microscopic etching that's caused by unbuffered detergent chemistry. And really, that can only be half of your story here, because when you do things like pre-rinse with tap water, especially in these hard water regions, you're actually coating these glasses with this invisible mineral structure right before the cycle starts. Things like calcium and magnesium and silica, right? The moment that water evaporates during drying, those minerals are going to crystallize on you. And that's what creates that spotting and that haziness in your glassware. And when you combine that with this raw, overactive detergent that's hitting bare glass, I mean, you basically created a perfect formula for damage. And it's not reversible. You can't polish it out. And there isn't a rinse aid on the planet that's going to be able to undo something once it's already etched. So yes, I understand that rinsing your glassware before the dishwasher feels like you're probably doing something helpful, but chemically it's probably one of the worst things that you can do. So skip that rinse, let the food residue act as that buffer, let the detergent activate against something, and then let that rinse aid work on that clean surface instead of that mineral coated one that we just talked about. And that's really just the difference here, because it's the same machine, it's the same detergent, you're just using different logic.